New at 10, Kansas Attorney General Chris Kobach agreed today to pause enforcement of the state's new transgender law for 20 days. Kobach told a district judge he will not enforce penalties until March 26. The judge will rule on a temporary restraining order next Tuesday. Two transgender men sued the state after the legislature passed Senate Bill 244. The new law requires people to use bathrooms in government buildings based on their sex assigned at birth.